I'm back, guys. Today's gonna be a hat trick, I think. I think my roommate doesn't get home till late, so I've got time to do another rant, and I got one I've been kicking around. You know, I was saying that Japanese culture are extremely big on presentation. Well, every culture's big on, presentation, right? Like, it depends, like, everybody here is not at the same level. Like, there are people who are completely 100% focused on what everyone else is thinking rather than what they think. It's ridiculous. It bothers me because, like, myself personally, as long as I don't have food stuck to my face, or as long as I'm not calling people names, like being a public nuisance or something like that, it really doesn't matter what you dress like. I find there are days where I'm dressed like I haven't showered today, and I just got a pair of sweatpants on and a t-shirt, and I get more looks from girls than I do any other time. Like, I could be all dressed up and basically I'm just one in the crowd, but if I'm in that kind of mood where I'm just like, oh fuck it, I don't care, then I find I get a lot of looks. I was down at the hair salon saying hi to a friend of mine, and there was a super hot girl working there. She was fucking beautiful, and like I said, one of those days I hadn't showered or anything, and I felt I was superior to her because she had spent 3 hours getting ready, and I was like, I don't fucking care. And I felt, I don't know, I felt we were on the same level. Like, I was actually higher than she was because I was totally not conscious at all, and she was, even after 3 hours of being totally prepared, was probably still self-conscious. So it's just funny. Something that bothers me is people who buy really expensive cars, right? Everybody should buy a car that's good on gas, easy to maintain. Who cares if it's flashy? It doesn't really matter, right? Because it really doesn't matter what car you buy. You could be like, okay, a person who can barely afford a car as is getting by. So you buy yourself the base car, easy to maintain, long, easy on gas, all that shit. But if you were to go out of your way and buy a slightly nicer car and spend that little extra money getting something that looks a little better, you realize no one's going to notice. Because people only really notice the really amazing cars. People don't say, oh look, there's the LX version of that car. Ooh, eye-catching. No one gives a flying fuck. So why not just go for the base model that looks okay, that will get you point A, point B really cheap. And it's stupid because you'll buy a cheap car thinking, okay, well, I'll just outfit it. So you buy yourself the cheap base car and you get yourself the spoiler. You spend $2,000 on a spoiler, which actually doesn't even do anything because your car doesn't go fast enough to make a difference anyway. So if you can't fully outfit your car, like top to bottom, and make it look kick-ass, there's no point in getting one thing, like getting, a bumper. It really doesn't make... People aren't going to notice. They're actually going to notice you stick out because you look stupid because you've only got one part on your car. You don't have the whole package. So the point is, don't even bother because nobody's going to notice. Nobody notices that shit. Cars are... People notice the Dodge Vipers. People notice the Hummers because everyone hates them. Really, really, really kick-ass, nice, super kick-ass cars, people notice. But if yours isn't really amazing, don't even bother. It's a huge waste of money. You spend $2,000 on a tail fin that is people are gonna drive by and go, oh, tail fin. Is $2,000 worth a split second of someone else's attention? I don't think so. Like, why can't people just spend their money on saving? Actually, keep your money. Keep your money to yourself because money's hard to come by. Same thing with clothes, fashion, that type of thing. Everybody should have functional clothes for work, all that type of stuff. And then some nice outfits in case you want to dress up. Personally, I have probably about 2 outfits I can wear that are really nice. That's it. And I think it's even wearing the same pair of pants, just changing shirts. I do have a lot of nice clothes, but I don't have a lot for dressing up for like a big occasion. Because I'm pretty functional. I want clothes that I can get dirty, that I can, wrestle in the dirt if I need to. I can get oil on if I'm doing something. I'm more functional than... even though I can dress up and I look nice, but I prefer not to. Like, it's nice to dress up once in a while and get kind of fancy, but you gotta realize, like, with, say in Moncton, 130,000 people with surrounding areas, I could spend every dollar I have on clothes and still be nowhere near as well dressed as a lot of people in this city. So what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Who cares? It's not a big deal. I'm better off being confident, being comfortable in my skin, wearing whatever, than someone who's not confident that spends thousands of dollars on clothes. Because fucking clothes, they piss me off because it takes like literally fucking $1 to make a shirt and they sell it for like 60 or 70. And a lot of the time you spend $60 or $70 on a shirt and it's fucking dog shit. Like there's loose threads coming out, or if you were to pick up 5 of the same shirt, 2 of them are going to be defective. They're going to have little holes where the seams didn't meet, or just whatever. So I fucking hate shit like that. And, okay, laugh at me if you want, I don't care. My mom tends to pick up deals, like she's a deal hound, like just crazy deal hound. She'll go to Old Navy and she'll find t-shirts, or even really some really nice shirts on for just cheap, like for $2, $3, $5, $6, and she'll pick me up one and drop it off to me sometimes. So occasionally I keep getting like a really low trickle of clothes from her, and it's all really nice stuff. My friends all want to borrow it. My buddy Liam's notorious for borrowing shirts and not giving them back. So I mean, yeah, my mom buys my clothes because I don't buy new clothes. I'm good for clothes, but my mom's the type that likes, I found a good deal here. Here's a shirt I got for $6. Look how fucking nice it is, and I'll put it on and be like, oh my god, this is a really nice shirt. Or she got me a coat, really good deal. It's this really amazing coat that looks like a motorcycle jacket. Zips up to the neck. It's got a pocket on the left shoulder where you put your wallet, but it's made of this stretchy material that's water resistant, and on the inside it's got this slightly fuzzy coating. So if you were to sweat, like body heat, like humidity, it traps it in like a motherfucker. It will let out like dry heat will evaporate or just pass right through, but it keeps in the wetter heat, the humid heat. So if you start really sweating, it keeps it in. It keeps you nice and warm. So it's really fucking cool. She got this coat for like some crazy deal. It was normally like a couple $100, but she got it like for, I don't know, it was 60 or 50 or... Anyway, it's a really nice coat, really functional. The thread came off. There was a little stitch somewhere on it, and it came apart. I don't know, just shit happens. But other than that, it's fucking amazing. I love it. Anyway, you see my point. Like I can't remember the last time I bought myself a shirt because I don't need new clothes. All my clothes I throw out the ones that are frayed and really beat the fuck. Even though I'm just like most guys, I wear it until it's pretty fucking tatter-medallion. It's destroyed. So I mean, it's stupid to go. I don't need clothes. I'm perfectly good for clothes. Why should I go out and spend fucking $300 on 2 pairs of pants and like 3 shirts? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, my whole point is that you don't need to go out and buy all this shit. I hate that. Your friends, it depends on your friend circle, right? If your friends are a bunch of elitists and they all wear the nicest stuff and you don't look like you fit in, well, you know what? Get some new friends, because my friends don't give a flying fuck. As long as I have pants on, that's a pretty good day, you know? As long as, I'm not being indecent or anything like that. So, I mean, it's so stupid to go spend a shitload of money to decal your car and all this shit when if you can't outfit the whole fucking thing, it makes no sense to get some like I said, like a tail fin or 1 bumper or 2 bumpers. But I mean, if you can't do the whole thing, it looks like crap. So even if you were to go out and buy, like I know someone, my buddy Lisa, she wants to get one of those big old honking trucks, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with owning a truck if you're going to use it for what it's intended for. But if you're the type that says, no, don't put that in the bed of my truck because it'll scratch the bed, you're like, it's a truck. You're supposed to load things into it. Oh, if you don't load things into it, what do you have? A gas guzzling monster that's useless. I'm like, Lisa, you don't need a truck. Like, if you were extremely rich and it doesn't matter, well, that's great. But most people can't afford trucks. So why would you spread yourself thin, and probably never be able to own anything else in your whole life to buy a truck that's expensive as a house and never even use it for what it's intended for? My daddy had a truck, my daddy's daddy had a truck, so I want a truck. You don't need a truck. There's probably like 5% of the people out there who own trucks who actually use them, and not even often, just use them what they're intended for. So, yeah, I want one of those big trucks because everyone will notice me. So people go, oh yeah, big truck, keep driving. Is that worth $40,000, $50,000, $60,000? Come on, guys, get some fucking sense, you know what I mean? Like, if I could push a button, I mean, yeah, I've spent a lot of money on stupid things too, but I mean, the worst I've done is bought video cards when they weren't cheap. Like, a new video card would come out and I'd be like, oh, I want that because I play a lot of games. But then again, I use my computer all the time for playing games, and so for me it's worth it. But, it's not a huge investment. It's not a new car just to impress other people who are not even going to be impressed for more than a couple seconds, if they're impressed at all, if they even notice your car. Oh, guys, use a little common sense. I mean, come on.